Sheesh!
What's good, everybody? Inada here, back with another Shinobi Striker video. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't expect this jutsu to be featured in today's Shinobi Tactics. Inferno style Flame Lightning was very close to being chosen. The likes between Severing Wave and Flame Lightning went back and forth for a bit, but Severing Wave came out on top in the end. Remember, liking the comment of or commenting the jutsu you want is important. So if you have a technique that you'd like to be featured on the next Shinobi Tactics, make sure to name your jutsu in the comments below and hope that it gets the most likes. So, if you're a range type looking to deal crazy amounts of damage, slice right through the defense of your enemies, or you only need one offensive jutsu, then this is definitely the video for you. However, if you don't fit into any of those categories, stick around to the end of the video because I might just say something that you didn't already know about. Today's Shinobi Tactics question is, what is your favorite water style jutsu? Make sure to let me know in the comments below. And with that said, let's jump into today's episode of Inada's Shinobi Tactics. Water style Severing Wave is a range type technique that you learn from Tobirama Senju at training rank 3. It has a 12-second cooldown duration. Water style Severing Wave's description reads, in this jutsu, the user fires a high pressure jet of water at a target. It will damage targets and lower their defense. If it hits the ground, a geyser will erupt and do additional damage. I'ma just put it out there, out of all the Shinobi Tactics up to this point, this is the only technique I only ever put on my CAC once before making a video on. The rest of the times I had this technique as an option is when I would play as Tobirama himself, which even then wasn't that often. Why, you ask? So, when it came to this technique, my first few days with it, I was struggling. I would literally yell out loud that this move is trash. You trash! You are trash! But as I kept gathering content, I kept learning more and more about it to the point where I was like, yo, this is actually a good jutsu and people are sleeping on it.
It's good! It's good! It's good!
But that's only if you know how you want to use it and when to use it. So as always, we'll start with its more obvious uses and then move on up from there. Water style Severing Wave can be a clutch technique when used in base battle or flag battle. After you perform your hand seals and you use the technique, your character will expel a stream of water from their mouth and do a sweeping motion with it from the left to right. With its sweeping motion, it can knock all enemies off of a base or flag if aimed correctly. The reason I say aim correctly is because the sweeping motion is based on who you're targeting. It's not always launched directly in front of you. So if you want to hit multiple people at a time, aim at someone that you know for a fact isn't going to jump or move out of the way. But because of how long it takes to do the hand seals and its long activation time, you usually want to hold the jutsu before you get to your opponent. When doing it this way, your opponent has less time to be able to attack you while you're doing the hand seals. Then as soon as you're done, you throw it out at them and then sweep everyone in your way. In situations like these, in my opinion, it's best to use it while on the ground instead of the air since you sweep over the whole base. This sweeping feature is only made better due to the technique being able to instantly break the guard of your opponents. Sadly though, once again, we range types have been played because we can't use this technique to break through Sand Shield, Water Pillar, or any defensive jutsu for that matter. Which makes no sense because this technique was used to literally cut through obstacles in the source material.
How come you don't want me, man?
In my opinion, water style Severing Wave is definitely a technique made for more experienced or more patient players. It's such a technical move that you can't just throw it out and expect it to hit the way techniques such as Fireball Jutsu, Water Dragon Jutsu, and Phoenix Flame Scarlet Claw do. But that doesn't mean it's a bad technique. It's just one where you have to think before you throw it out. Another way that I like to use this technique is to counter those super aggressive players that just keep charging at you. There aren't many range type moves that can do this, but upon activation, water style Severing Wave gives you super armor, allowing you to take hits without flinching. When using this against Hazan Strike, your substitution will still be reset, but they won't be able to transition into a combo easily, giving you at least a little bit of room to fight back. But this is only after you do the hand seals and start to perform the technique. But let's get to the really good parts of Severing Wave. This technique reduces defense when it lands. Yeah, I know it also said that in the description. It also said that this technique can form a geyser which deals additional damage. These two features combined make Severing Wave deadly on its own. To be able to create a geyser with Severing Wave, you have to make the stream hit an object such as the ground or a wall. The first hit lowers their defense and so does the second hit. But if you hit with both, the defense debuff from the first hit makes the second hit do crazy damage. If you line someone up, you can actually get more than 2 hits with this technique. For me, at first, the easiest way to make the 2 hits happen was to be mid-air while trying not to be too predictable when jumping to use this attack. And if possible, find some way to either keep them still or slow them down to make sure I can land it. I found out you can also throw it out while they're starting to stand up. Because of the sweeping motion, you can hit them at least once while they're still standing up, which lowers their defense, making any follow-up attacks deal a bit more damage. The range isn't the best and it isn't the worst, but it's decent enough so that you don't have to be right in their face to hit people with it. However, if you do get right in their face with it, you can instantly turn a battle around in your favor.
Water style.
Damn!
If you can find some way to keep your opponent stunned, walk up on them and you can easily get 2 to 3 hits. I think the most hits I got at a time is 3. It could be 4, but I'm not sure of that. So I'm going to stick with saying 3 because I know for a fact I hit that one multiple times. So I said before that first my best way of landing multiple times was to jump. But when I combine this move with the poison smoke bomb ninja tool or hiding in ash jutsu, which I already did a video on, you know, just something to throw out there if you want to see it. Link is in the description. They keep my opponent perfectly still long enough to launch Severing Wave. I wasn't able to get a whole lot of clips of me performing Severing Wave this way because...
Say it with me now!
Modders. And that's all for today's Shinobi Tactics video. Hopefully this video gave you some ideas on how to use water style Severing Wave in your future battles. Let me know down in the comments if you learned anything new or if you think I missed anything that you feel is important. While you're at it, if you enjoy this type of content and would like to see more, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Shinobi Striker content. If you're interested, you could also check out the videos on your screen right now to hold you over until my next video. Thanks for watching. My name is Hinata, and we out here making major moves.